Good morning. Welcome to Market Monday for February 26, 2024. And just like that, an extra day has been added to our calendar this year. This year, of course, being a leap year where an extra day is added to our calendar to keep it synced with the astronomical year. This got me thinking, if there's this astronomical calendar, this world going on out there, and we have to adjust our man-made calendar to fit the astronomical world, is it that surprising that some of these economic or market indicators we talk about are also off from time to time? LEIs, leading economic indicators. We talk about them all the time. This was a major cause for the recession calls over the past 2 years. The index, now down over 13% from its recent all-time high, never been down this much without already being in recession. And remember this? That same index down 21 months in a row. Longest down streak since 2007 to 2008. And now this. The Conference Board, the organization that creates these LEIs, after calling for recession over the past couple years, is now no longer calling for recession in 2024. Can't make it up. An economist recently quipped, as early as mid-1970s, we were referring to LEIs as misleading economic indicators. Perhaps due to the surprising economic strength, chances of a Fed cut in March are now just 6.5%, down from 46% a month ago. This is the debate on everyone's mind. Perhaps some areas of inflation are sticky, but with unemployment under 4% and inflation back down to a reasonable range, the Fed has achieved the elusive soft landing. So why not cut? We can see here, as we've talked about many times before, context really matters around the first cut. If it's due to recession, as seen here in red, equities decline. If it's driven by normalization, equities tend to rally, as seen in the green line here. Context is everything. We believe folks have good reason for wanting normalization. Just like imposing our man-made calendar onto the astronomical world, that world is going to operate whether we add an extra day every 4 years or not. Same with the Fed. It can impose its man-made policy onto the global economy, but it's a matter of time before something breaks. Some unintended consequence that's been bubbling underneath the surface finally manifests. And that's when you can potentially get the cascading, compounding effect that produce nasty recessions that seem to come out of nowhere. Speaking of ill-fated surprises, remember this guy? Sam Bankman Fried, founder of crypto exchange FTX, youngest billionaire of all time, mega political donor, global philanthropist, and utter fraud. A lot can happen in less than 18 months, going from the cover of Forbes as the next Warren Buffett to a prison lineup as the first photo of SBF in prison has now emerged. And in case you didn't know, that's him standing next to the ex-Blood gang member G. Locke. While Sam Bankman Fried's fall from grace does satisfy some sense of justice, it underscores a more important point. As we've talked about before, funds or ETFs offering exposure to Bitcoin are now available inside the investment accounts that you already have. Love it or hate it, that's for you to decide with your investment advisory team. The major players are getting involved. BlackRock is doing national advertising campaigns. Remember a few weeks ago we showed you Franklin Templeton's changing their social profile to laser eyes? And even Fidelity. Yes, that Fidelity is a major player in digital assets. In fact, did you see this? Fidelity has these funds called all-in-one funds, where it's basically a set asset allocation inside one fund. Again, no endorsement for or against anything here, just informing you of the latest developments. Fidelity's Canada division has now added Bitcoin exposure even to its conservative allocation. This is a public website. We see Canadian equities here, and a part of that you see right here is a 1% allocation to Bitcoin. Again, this is a conservative fund. Shocked? Don't be. This is the Overton Window concept at work, where at all times there's a range of ideas that are current policy or deemed popular, sensible, etc. As time goes on, the Overton Window expands, and ideas that were once considered unthinkable or radical become acceptable, sensible, and even popular. Have a great week.